Hello and welcome. This is Hina Talati and you are watching It's Tomorrow News. A spring storm has caused power outages across the states in the northeastern US with over a foot of snow falling in some places. Some 3 lakh customers lost electricity, 2 lakh of them in New York State. As far south as Virginia, residents who have been looking forward to spring instead were greeted by the wintry blasts. Several other northeastern states had winter storm warnings in place from the National Weather Service. It was feared that heavy wet snow could bring down the tree limbs, with NWS warning of wind gusts up to 64 km per hour. The New York State town of Birmingham set a 2-day record for the month of April with 36.8 centimeters of snow as of Tuesday morning. The town of Virgil, New York, reported 18 inches of the snow, reaching the highest level of predicted snowfall. Albany, New York, the state capital, experienced a phenomenon called thunders now. The snowfall caused multiple vehicle accidents in the Pennsylvania, where up to 8 inches fell in some places. Parts of the West Virginia and Maryland saw 6 inches of the snow, causing heavy traffic on highways in the region. Coastal cities like Boston and New York City were spared but experienced heavy rain, flooding, and strong wind gusts. Another classic spring storm will bring severe thunderstorms and heavy rain to the parts of plains, Midwest, and South through the weekend. The jet stream will take a sweeping southward plunge through the western and central US late this week into the weekend. That will strengthen low pressure and pull warm, humid air northward from the Gulf of Mexico. Rain and thunderstorms will develop in the central US because of this large-scale setup. Some of those storms could turn severe, possibly including large hail, damaging winds, isolated tornadoes, and flooding rainfall. A few severe storms could develop ahead of main weather system in the plains both Wednesday and Thursday. Large hail and damaging winds will be the primary concerns, but an isolated tornado threat is also possible. The greatest chance of the few severe storms Wednesday is from the central and eastern Oklahoma into the southeast Kansas. Thursday's potential for the few severe storms is mainly in the central and eastern Kansas, as well as adjacent parts of the northwest Missouri, north central Oklahoma, and southern Nebraska. Friday is when the main storm system could instigate the developments of the severe storm in a much wider area that stretches from the Texas Panhandle, western Oklahoma, western and central Kansas, and much of the Nebraska into the eastern South Dakota, Iowa, and southern Minnesota, as shown by the NOAA Storm Prediction Center. Large hail and damaging winds are primary threats, but a few tornadoes are also possible. Winds damage, large hail, and an isolated tornado threat could accompany the most intense storms. However, heavy rain could raise the flooding concern from the North Texas into the eastern Oklahoma, the Ozarks, and the mid-Mississippi Valley. A broad part of this area could see at least an inch of rain through the early next week, but locally heavier multiple inch totals are also possible. Meanwhile, the colder side of this storm will produce heavy snow in the parts of Wyoming, Montana, western North Dakota, and western South Dakota. That's all for now. For more news updates, stay tuned with us. It's Tomorrow News. For more global weather updates like this, subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon for regular updates.